Next, it's time for business, and for that, Yuka Roy joined us. I'm pleased to say good evening to you.
Hello, Mark.
Now, global stock markets have seen a sharp decline again today amid increasing fears about the spread, which is a very real fear being realised, of the coronavirus.
Indeed. US and European stock markets were in what's called correction territory this Thursday, meaning that they were 10% lower than their recent peaks. Worries about the virus's impact on global growth have hit a wide range of sectors from energy, transport to manufacturing. Goldman Sachs has revised its earnings estimate for the year for US companies down to 0% growth. Wall Street's major indices finished the day down about 4.5%, the sell-off accelerating towards the end of trading. The Dow has fallen more than 3,200 points this week, and the S&P has given up 4 months of gains in just a week. Major European indices also closed the day deeply in the red. Paris's CAC 40 dropped as much as 4% at one point this Thursday before recovering slightly. Oil prices also taking a hit on worries over falling demand. The international benchmark, WTI crude, down more than 3.5%. Now, Facebook shares dropped nearly 4% this Thursday after the company said it had cancelled its annual developers conference called F8. The show is usually held in late April or early May in California. Last year, it drew more than 5,000 people from around the world. The social media company says it made the decision to prioritize the health and safety of people and that it plans to replace the in-person event with other means, including live streaming. Airlines are among the hardest hit by the coronavirus outbreak. Shares of Air France-KLM fell 7% this Thursday, shedding about a fifth of their value since last Friday. Air France is reportedly planning to cut 1,500 jobs by 2022, most of them from their 29,000-strong ground staff. On Thursday, the airline said it was taking cost-cutting measures to offset the impact of the COVID-19 outbreak. Air France and KLM have already suspended flights to China. The number of coronavirus cases here in France has doubled to 38. As the virus spreads to Europe, French businesses are having to adapt their practices around affected areas. The government has extended sick-pay provisions to help limit the spread of the contagion. Erin Olganki reports.
At this small transport business operating between France and Italy, all deliveries to COVID-19 affected areas are suspended, a precaution to avoid putting employees at risk.
We're in contact with the client, who understands the situation and asked me to keep his merchandise aside.
Deliveries to less affected zones in Italy continue, however. The 20 drivers who are able to work are equipped with 2 indispensable accessories.
They have a mask and hand sanitizer. They must protect themselves and be vigilant, avoid being in large groups and unnecessary meetings.
French employers are being advised to call in their company doctor in the event of doubt over their employees' health. That was the case for this accountant who recently returned from Thailand with her husband.
The company health service confirmed everything was fine. Our temperatures were taken and we had no symptoms.
French authorities have said employees who have recently traveled to at-risk zones should stay home from work. Those affected can either work from home or take sick leave. Provisions for sick pay have also been extended. Those certified sick by their doctor will be entitled to payment from their first day of absence and for up to 21 days. This system also applies to parents who stay at home to care for sick children.
China's Huawei says it will build its first European manufacturing plant here in France. The announcement came from the company's chairman, Lian Hua, who said that Huawei would invest 200 million euros in the first phase of setting up a base to make equipment for 5G or next-generation mobile networks. He said it would create 500 jobs. The United States has repeatedly warned its European allies against allowing Huawei into the continent's 5G infrastructure, claiming the company could act as a spy for the Chinese government, something the manufacturer denies.
Our products will be conceived, made, and tested in strict conformity with cybersecurity rules, which is our supreme directing principle in our activities. Those tests will be carried out within our plant, but also in transparency centers located in Brussels, Bern, and London. So we will be in strict conformity with rules in Europe.
Well, the race is still on, and the French government hasn't so far reacted to this announcement.
Yuka, thank you very much indeed. Yuka Roy there with all the business. Great to see you.